Hello students, how are you all? Hope you are studying well. Students, today we are going to read a poem named Vocation, which means occupation. It is written by Rabindranath Tagore and it displays a child's wishes and attractions. It speaks about how a child is unaware of the harshness connected to daily life and gets attracted to various things in life. So let's read the poem Vocation. On your way to school or market, you see many people at work. In pairs, discuss what you have noticed, then read this poem. You may read it aloud with a partner if you like. So let's read it. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. I wish I were a hawker spending my day in the road crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." Now, the students, in the above line, the poet describes the wish of a child to become a hawker. The child was walking to his school in the morning. In his way, he saw a hawker selling bangles in his lane. The hawker was not in a hurry and moved from one place to another in his own will. The hawker could take any road and return home when he wants. The child thought there is no restriction on him. Therefore, he wanted to be a hawker in order to be free and happy. He wanted to sell bangles like the hawker. When at 4 in the afternoon I come back from the school, I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task. If he gets bogged in the sun or gets wet, I wish I were a gardener digging away all the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. Now, the students, in this stanza, the child hoped to become a gardener so that nobody could stop him to dig the ground. The child returned from school in the afternoon. He saw a gardener outside the house. He was digging the ground with his spade. His clothes were dirty with soil and he was working under the sun. Nobody tried to stop him and he continued working at his own will. He was free to dig the ground. The child wanted to be like him so that nobody can punish him for digging the ground under the scorching heat. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed, I can see through my open window, the watchman walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. Rabindranath Tagore. Now, in this stanza, the poet says that the child wanted to be a watchman so that he could roam around all night with his lantern, chasing the shadows like him. The child's mother sends him to bed during the night. She ordered him to sleep. The child saw a watchman through his window, walking up and down. The road was dark and lonely, but nobody stopped the watchman. The lamp post looked like a giant with one red eye. The watchman took his lantern and walked along with his shadow. He was free to move wherever he wants. It seemed that the watchman did not sleep all his life. The child wanted to be a watchman walking the street all night without any restriction, chasing his shadows. So students, now I hope you have understood this poem. Read the poem and enjoy it. Thank you.